meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. CZs, wake up, get to it, and repeat. Repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let us talk about it. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. The hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm no money, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium.
Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First play, Bridgewater looking to throw.
He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The Cardinals hit 4-5, a game under 500. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Bridgewater to throw it.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Hey, a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Ritter on 1st and 10. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And running with power here. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
A man from nearby Tucson who was a prep standout here in Arizona. It's Bijan Robinson.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Ritter back to throw.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short, Ritter. That is caught. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz,
His second touchdown on the season.
and the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is Bridgewater.
That's complete to Michael Wilson.
And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
Now is second and 10.
To throw, Bridgewater.
Able to get this one to McBride.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Play action now. Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 20. And bulldozing his way through. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be Falcon football.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Here we go.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And now the rookie's free. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Cardinals, nothing. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old Malachi? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake. Bridgewater. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Bridgewater. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 50 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
2nd and 10. First carry for James Conner. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cardinals are back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 25-yard line.
Set.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, here's Ritter. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, old momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Ritter. And complete to Drake London. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fights loose. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2nd down, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Bridgewater. Quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Come on now. Over the middle, zone coverage where all the eyes are back to the quarterback so they see the ball thrown. How do they get that completed?
Well, they got the hand on it. They tipped it. Just a lucky play for the offense, right?
It was, and for the defense, almost demoralizing. That's one that they should have because they see that play developing all the way through.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. The 20. 5. Touchdown, Falcons. That'll go down as a 92-yard punt return score. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, the old rules about not fielding punts inside your own 10, those things are way out the window, aren't they?
Yeah, they say put your heels on the 10-yard line, but when you return it, maybe your coach doesn't say anything to you, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of special teams coach, if they've got a special guy, they'll say, yeah, okay, you can go to the 8. But this one, he really had some guts.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Cardinals 7. Young Ray Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Mack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down and a yard. Here's Connor on the read option.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3.
On the counter, it's Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Bridgewater. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Bridgewater. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. A run up the middle with Mack. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you call stringing the play out. I know he was looking for a spot to get upfield, but they gave him nowhere to cut, nowhere to find a place to make it into the secondary, and they forced him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here's Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Red, cycle. Ready.
Ritter from the gun.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Ritter located his running back, Robinson.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Ritter back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And that nearly intercepted. And the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
He's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Ready?
Ritter to throw it.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Glenn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Plastic. 6. 6.
They'll run again here with Robinson. He juked him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
52 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On the ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Cycle. Chop. 17. Check right. Set. Huh?
A give left side to Robinson.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Ritter. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Bridgewater now.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. It's fielded at the 45. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Here we go, set. Blue strike. Ready, ready.
Going play action, Ritter.
And that is incomplete here.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw it here, Ritter.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the stand.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
6, 7, 10.
They'll run for it with Algier.
It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
At their own 15-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yellow, line, ready.
Handoff now to Robinson.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Robinson with another carry.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Runway 2 on to the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Bridgewater's throw complete to McBride.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. good throw here, finding Pascal. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. Bridgewater. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
2nd and 6 at the Falcons' 19-yard line.
To throw, Bridgewater. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
50-yard attempt.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will close the gap down to 14.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Red, yellow.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This will be taken at the 10. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
14-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good for a Cardinal.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons' offense at the line. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Let's go.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Handing it off, right side, Algier.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
A 64-yard attempt.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. A run by Mack to start the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they're going to speed things up here. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Fire down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
To kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On second down, Bridgewater again. That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Cardinals on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Bridgewater again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Play fake. Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A
throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's Bridgewater.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Connor up the middle. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Here we go. This is 2nd and 8. They'll stick with Algier.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 37-yard line.
111 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Let's go now.
And they take a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Falcons, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it was a game they really needed as they...
I ain't tripping.